Hi everyone, it's me, Murphy. Thea is not the DM today. This is a one-shot that I whipped up in an afternoon to celebrate the fact that we've been playing together for a year, which is wild. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoy Quap and Ice in the town of Mimos. This is my domain now. Good luck! Welcome to our holy shit we've been playing for a year one shot. Fun surprise for future listeners. I'm the DM today. This is my domain.
Oh no.
You guys won't die, I promise. And
Are
if
you
you
sure
do,
about that?
if you do, something went wrong.
Cool. Let's make something go wrong.
So, let's go. The two of you stand at the entrance to the town of Mimos. It's not really an entrance. The inhabitants of the town have spread a fair ways out, so it's kind of just like an amorphous blob, but you know. So within the town centre, there are several shops for wares such as food and armour and weaponry and other like necessities. And within the town square, there is an old tavern, well kept, apparently quite popular. It's called the Inn-Mitator, which seems a strange name, but you know, every town has its quirks. So, before we get too into it, would you guys describe your characters and what you guys are doing here?
Inn-Mitator.
I'm so mad. If this place is like filled with mimics or something, I'm just gonna shit. I'm gonna go over to your house and attack you.
Oh, I hate it. Inn-Mitator. Is this what you guys feel like when I name characters Buatan the Beast?
I couldn't help myself.
It's good. It fits with Shenaniganry and Redacted. Fantastic. Oh.
Alright, so who's gonna go first? Describe characters and what you guys are doing here.
I don't know. Do we want to roll for it?
No, you definitely go first because I'm trying to think of a character description. I've thought about my personality of my character. Do not know what he looks like.
Yeah.
Oh no.
The personality was like the very first thing that I thought.
I mean, you guys can. You can kind of just like, this is the vibes if you really want to.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, in my case, there is a very small, probably like maybe halfling size, maybe a bit smaller, cloaked figure with this giant axe on their back. And most people when they look at them, they're just like, how is that? So it's like the same as just like bees shouldn't be able to fly, they're so fat, and so like you shouldn't be able to stand, that axe is too big. But they're just chilling, they're sitting down, just trying to like hide off into the corner, drinking some what seems to be like orange juice or something, like it, yeah. And they're just kind of hiding, keeping to themselves, trying to just, you know, sitting with their good old friend, and try not to draw attention, which is hard to do when you're that small with a giant axe, but they're doing their best. You can't see any more details than that presently because they've got like hood up, big cloak. You get like some kind of like either very sharp nails or claw, talon, something of that description cupping the glass, but other than that, very small cloaked figure.
Fun. We got a name. I mean, you don't have to right now, but
we'll let it come up in conversation potentially.
Cool. Okay.
Not that it's like at the bottom of the screen or anything, but you know.
For my purposes, because I don't know how to pronounce it.
It's Quap, like the sound.
Quap. Love that. Cool. Bye.
Yeah, sitting next to this tiny cloaked figure is just, I never know how to pronounce it. Do you guys say
Asima.
Asima or Asima?
I say Asima, but
Asima works. That's
Yeah,
what
okay.
I say.
Yeah, this is one of those words that I read more than I ever hear
Yeah.
anyone say it. So
like
I
Kawap.
yeah, it's just how does one say this word? But okay, yeah, Asima. Yeah, so sitting next to this like tiny cloaked figure is a like 6-foot Asima.
Height
Oh,
difference.
we love height differences.
And while the cloaked figure is just trying to like be out of the way, hiding, Asima he's just currently lounging back in the seat, kind of head on the hand, elbow on the table, just watching people go by, just acting as if he doesn't have a care in the world. And this is Vice, my horrible paladin warlock, and I love him so much.
Yeah.
Wonderful. So, while you guys are sitting at the table, kind of just vibing, a short half-elven woman comes up to you and introduces herself. She says, "Hello there, my name is Demeter, I'm the innkeeper here. Can I get you guys anything while you're waiting? You know, food, drink?"
Sorry, just trying to get past the fact that you named it after a Greek goddess.
It was an accident. It was the first name I thought of.
Sure it was, you know. These things happen, just, oh, that happens to be a Greek goddess, that's fine. I think the small figure kind of sits there and just kind of like keeps their head down and stuff, keeps the cloak on and everything, but just kind of lifts the almost empty glass up, indicating that they kind of want a top up of their orange juice.
Can do, hun. I'll just call over my assistant. And she, like, clicks her fingers a couple times, and this little tiny goblin child comes running up. And her assistant is, like, laden with, like, empty plates and, like, half-filled mugs and, like, mead and other drink and stuff. And is like running around, you know, filling up other glasses and collecting empty plates and like rushing them back to the the kitchens and stuff. And this goblin child runs up and kind of goes, "Yes, Demeter." Demeter picks up your glass, hands it to her assistant, and goes, "Go fill this up with some more orange juice, please, Vic." And Vic runs it back to the kitchen, comes back a few moments later, nice fresh glass of orange juice, hands it to you, runs off again.
You just watch as it just like lifts the glass up to their face and just downs like most of it again, and then just plops it back on the table. And the hood kind of like slips back a little bit, and you see some like red kind of scaly, like the front of like a snout almost. Red scaly stuff before they put the head back down and quickly like pull the hood back over their face.
Demeter smiles at you and kind of turns to Vice, says, "Can I get you anything, dear?"
We've had a long day at work. I thought of a character voice and then now I've forgotten it.
Godly man.
Yeah. Yeah, he just kind of points to Coop's orange juice and just, I'll have some of that, thank you.
Cool. Demeter kind of like, "Yeah, okay," and then just yells into the kitchen, "Vic, another orange juice, would you please?" And you know, a couple seconds later, Vic comes running out with another glass of orange juice, puts it down in front of you, scurries back off, collecting a few dishes along the way. Demeter kind of like, you know, makes sure that you don't want anything else to like eat or anything, which I assume, since you haven't mentioned it, you don't. And then kind of like hears a shout across the other side of the tavern, goes, "Alright, I'll leave you guys here next to Lady. She's very nice, she's a great conversationalist. It'll be great." But before she can leave, just a little bit of scene setting here, because I forgot to mention it. You guys are sitting next to a window looking out onto like the backyard, and along the windowsill there's different ceramic pots filled with like, flowers and stuff, and there's an empty one right in the middle. And as she's about to walk away, the empty one speaks up and says, Demeter, Laura's missing. And you turn to see the pot has sort of like bisected itself, and there is like a big mouth full of teeth.
Oh my god.
Oh, you don't see that every day now, do you?
Demeter kind of like, no, you don't. But in this place, you do. What'd you say, lady? And lady repeats, Laura's missing.
The what is missing?
Laura is missing, is what lady has been saying.
Before anything with that, I just love the headcanon that this random tavern woman who is named after a Greek goddess has such just like school lunch lady vibes and is currently talking to a plant pot who is currently stating that someone is just gone. And we're just like, we're new in town. We're just here for our orange juice, and suddenly there's a missing persons case being delivered to this lunch lady vibed person from a plant pot.
I mean, you kind of see when lady keeps repeating that, like, Laura is missing. Demeter's kind of like, okay. You can kind of see on her face that she's like, fuck, okay. Let's go. And she kind of calls Fick over again, and sort of starts relaying, Lady's just told me that Laura is missing. Do you know anywhere that she might be? And Fick kind of like shrugs and starts running off again.
Nope, bye.
And she turns back to you and kind of like sighs and goes, look, I know you guys are new in town and you're probably here for, it's not a country town, you're not here for work or anything. But we really can't spare anybody. Everybody's working and doing their own thing. Would you mind helping us find Laura?
Oh, might as well do something. We don't have any plans, do we, Kua?
They just, you just see them shrug and just like kind of go, yeah, sure, I guess not, I guess so.
That's about as close to a yes as we'll get.
Oh, wonderful, thank you so much. Since you guys are new in town, I'll grab Fick, and Fick can help run you around. From what I can remember, Laura does have a particular taste for pastries. It's a bit of a strange thing. You might want to go check out the bakery first. Always the first place you check with Laura. She calls Fick over, kind of, relays the same information, goes, alright, you're relieved of duty for today, Fick. Please help these lovely people find Laura, and show them around town and stuff, so thank you. And Fick kind of, like, unloads all of the stuff that they're carrying onto Demeter, who then starts taking up Fick's job and, like, running around and catering to everybody. And Fick leads you out into the street again, after you've finished your drinks and stuff. Do you guys want to go to the bakery first, or do you want to fuck around a little bit? It's open world. I haven't planned anything except for the progression.
Going to the bakery sounds like a good idea. Although on the way, I want to talk to Fick.
Yeah, I think Kawap would kind of, head out with the two of them and then just kind of be like, well, this is an easy way to get a good tour around the town, I guess.
Cool. So Fick starts kind of leading you a little bit, outside of the town square, down a couple winding roads and towards the bakery. Did you say you wanted to talk to Fick on the way there?
Yeah.
Right, well, you've got the time,
I just ask who exactly we're looking for? Like, it does help if we actually know kind of appearances, that kind of thing. So far, we just have the name.
Big grins toothfully at you, like really, sharp teeth. It's a little bit unnerving. And then says, Laura is Lady's daughter.
That's so cute.
Excellent. How old are we looking at?
Sorry?
How old? Like, are we looking for a small child, a teenager? Like, anyone? Most people's children can be whatever age. As long as it's younger, generally speaking, at least.
Yeah. Fick kind of like tilts their head side to side, thinking, and then says, Laura is small. I don't know how old, but she's small.
Small, this one, and Vice just points to Quap.
No, a little bit smaller.
Smaller? Here's that Quap. There's no one smaller than you around here.
You just see like their body move with like visible shock of just like, what?
Somebody smaller than me?
Yeah, literally, because they're like to give kind of like more context, they're like really small. Like they would be the equivalent of like a child halfling, probably. So like the shortest average height of a halfling or some other small sized creature is still taller than Kawap is.
Yeah, I will remind you though, Lady is the name of the clay pot, who I assume you know by now is a mimic.
Yeah, I would hope so. I'd be very concerned if it was something else.
And mimics aren't huge.
No, they're small.
And so Laura is very small.
Oh my god, are we looking for a mimic?
Seems
yeah,
like.
you guys are looking for a mimic.
I think
Oh no, we're never gonna find them! You know what our dice rolls are like.
Yeah, I think it's more that, as the player, I obviously realize what's going on, but I don't think Coap has much experience with mimics at all. So when they saw Lady talking, it was more of just like what's going on? Is someone like communicating through the plant plot or something? Or like, I don't think it's realistic for them, which is why they're as confused. But yes, I do understand. We are looking for a mimic.
Yeah. Anything else you wanted to ask Fick while you were walking?
Not really. Just like, okay, well, this is going to be a bit of a difficult one, I think. Without, being life-threatening. That's a bit fun, though. A bit fun for a vacation activity. What do you think, Wap?
Would they look like a pot too, or do they look different to Lady?
I mean, Laura likes to look different sometimes. So I don't know.
What kind of things does she normally take the form of?
Well, she does like to be a pot. She also likes to be pretty things sometimes. Sometimes she likes to be furniture. She likes chests too.
So
that's all I can think of.
We're going to the bakery because that's where she'll most likely be. Is it because she likes to disguise herself as something there, or is it just more general bakery vibes? Because I can understand that. Bakeries, they smell quite nice.
I mean, she likes to eat the pastries, not that she gets much out of it. That I think.
I mean, that's anyone that eats any kind of pastry.
Yeah.
Fick laughs. But kind of like, it's sort of like, yeah, I mean, it's also a little bit the bakery vibes. It's a very nice bakery. As Fick says that, you guys kind of, you're walking down the street and then Fick stops, and in front of you is this lovely, quaint little, old-style bakery, big windows out the front. Someone opens the door and just the smell of fresh bread wafts through. And you guys walk inside. And at the counter, there is a halfling woman, and she kind of looks up, sees Fick, goes, "Oh, hello, Fick," and then sees you two and goes, "Oh, newcomers, fantastic. What can I do for you?"
We've just been just asked to help retrieve someone by Miss Demeter at the inn. Wait, was it an inn or a tavern? Shit.
It was an inn. I think I said tavern once, but it's an inn.
Okay. Yeah, just from Lady Demeter at the inn. We were told that she might be here.
Oh, do you mean Laura?
That's the one.
Yes, she was in here earlier, but I gave her, her favorite pastry, as you do. But I don't think she's around anymore. I remember a couple of other people walked in. She might have followed one of them.
Right. Do you have any description on these people or where we might find them? See, we're new to town, so it's a bit hard to
Of course,
track her down.
Well, I remember a group of the town's guards walked in, and then, a couple people coming in for, bread and stuff early this morning. Although I don't think I saw her after the town's guards. So you might want to go and look at one of the outposts around the edge of the town, just, see if she's there. She likes to follow people around. It's a hassle to find her if she's gone.
Right. No wonder we were asked.
What'd you say, sorry?
There's no wonder we were asked.
Yes. So she kind of, before you can go, she kind of says, did you want anything for the road? It's you might be out there for a while, and I don't want you guys to go hungry. She kind of just, gestures to the array of, muffins and, bread and
I think
all of the pastries and stuff.
I think at this point, Kawap's kind of been very still and just kind of looking, as far as you can tell with the hood, looking at the window of pastries, and there's now just a very small pool of drool forming at their feet, as they've just been staring at these pastries this whole time, paying no attention as to what's been said, just kind of oh.
Yeah, Vice just kind of looks over to Quack, sees this, and is just right, do you want to point to the ones you want, or are we feeling like we can tell it to the nice shop lady?
What kind of pastries do we got here?
I mean, I haven't planned a specific list of pastries,
Okay,
so,
cool.
Do you want me to just list shit from the bakery that I work at?
Fucking go off!
Because you can get all kinds of slices. There's vanilla slice, apple, we got lemon and ginger at the moment, coconut, fruit, even though it looks like complete shit. I don't understand why anyone buys it. There's apple turnovers, apple pies, custard tart. You got your gluten-free range, which has different tarts and slices. We've got small cheesecakes. There's chocolate eclairs sometimes. Lamingtons, can't forget the lamingtons. A couple of different cakes. There's muffins. You got your cupcakes, your choc mud muffins. Sometimes we get blueberry muffins. That's fun. There's carrot muffins, banana muffins. Then, what else am I forgetting? Biscuits.
Just a whole shit ton of muffins.
It's just muffins.
Yeah. Lots of different types of biscuits. So yeah, there's plenty to choose from if you're if this bakery is anything like the one that I work at.
I'd say Quep.
Yeah, I mean.
I'd say Quep kind of goes over and then points towards the custard tarts, and it's just kind of that one.
Lacey, who is the baker, by the way, her name is Lacey. Lacey kind of leans over sees what you're pointing at, goes, "Oh, a wonderful choice, hun. Here, it's on the house. If you guys are looking for Laura, it'll take you all day, and the townspeople love her. You know, if she's found payment enough." And she kind of like takes out the custard and like hands it, like puts it in a little paper bag, hands it to you.
Yes. Colette gets like visibly excited under the cloak and takes it and kind of like holds it close to them.
She kind of laughs a little bit, you know, it's cute. And then turns to Fick and goes, "I think one of the town's guard might have been Blair. She should be on shift at the moment. So if you want to take them over to the western gate, that would probably be where she is at the moment." Fick kind of nods and starts leading you guys out of the bakery towards the western side of town. Anything you want to do before you get there?
I don't think so. I think Coap's probably just gonna start like nibbling at the custard tart, slowly eating it along the way.
Yeah, Vice is just like keeping an eye out to make sure he doesn't run into anything.
You want to roll to see how good it is?
Oh hell yeah! What am I rolling?
Roll just roll the d20.
15.
It's not the best thing that you've ever had, but it's pretty fucking good. Like, this is a good quality, like, really, really good
I'm happy
custard
with that.
tart. Yeah. You guys are like wandering along. A couple people kind of come up to you, say, you know, welcome you to the town and all that sort of stuff. And you reach. It's not really a tower. It's not really a gate. It's not really anything. It just is a small building closer to the outskirts of town. And you know, with like there's one person outside the door. And they're kind of like a tall
outpost.
It's an outpost. The person standing outside is like a tall half-orc man, and he kind of like looks to Vice and then looks down on QAP and goes, "Oh, you don't look familiar. What can I do for yous?"
Do you want to have a go at this one, Quack? Come on. Introduction, you can do it. Let the power of custard tart fuel you. Come on, you can do it.
Vice just steps back and kind of pushes him full.
You see as Quap takes like this really big deep breath and just kind of like steps forward, and the hood kind of tilts up a little bit, and you just hear and then he just runs behind Vice.
Oh.
Well, it was, I'm gonna say 10 out of 10 for effort. You did take the step forward. I appreciate like that initiative. Very good. Execution, we will need to be working on. It's very nice to meet you. My name's Vice. This is my good friend Quap. We're currently looking for a little lass whose name I keep forgetting. Out of character. Just can't remember. It starts with
It's
L.
Laura.
Laura.
It's Laura.
I keep thinking Lucy, and I know that's not it. Laura. Okay,
No.
Laura. I'll remember it this time. Sorry. Just
You good?
we're looking for a little lass named Laura. Now, we've just come from the bakery, and we were advised that she might have followed around you guys to here today.
The half-orc guard kind of like thinks for a minute, hums, yeah, we were in the bakery a while ago. It was me, Blair, and I think Tin, but Tin's off duty now, so I don't know where he is. Blair's just inside. Feel free to head in. Everything's pretty chill around here, so I don't reckon she's in trouble or anything, so you guys are good to head in if you want. And he kind of steps aside and leaves the door open.
This is very
Thank you so much for your
relaxing.
help.
Sorry.
So yeah, big step. I'm using the wrong name.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Vice just gives him like that kind of acknowledgement nod and steps in.
If you guys want to give me some Give me a sec. Gotta remember the freaking checks. This is
Welcome to
why
D&D as a DM.
we prepare.
Yeah. Always have a
Yes, an
character sheet
insight
open.
check.
Insight.
If you want to give me an insight check on the half-orc guard, just like as you walk past him. Like, you don't have to, just, you know.
I shall. Where is my insight?
You shall.
+0. Cool, that's a natural 17.
And it is a 10.
Nice.
Oh, nice. Cool. Alright. So, Vice, you don't really get anything unusual from him. You know, just seems your typical, same as all of the other, like, townspeople, pretty chill, willing to help just about anybody. But Coap, you can tell that he noticed that you weren't, like, a normal race. You can tell that he noticed that you weren't, you know, like, one of the, you know, the typicals. But you can also tell that he didn't seem to care. Like, he was perfectly willing to help you otherwise. He just wasn't unnerved at all.
Okay, so it's like he noticed, but not in a bad way.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, you guys head inside, and sitting behind a desk is another half-orc, this time a woman. And you can tell that these two kind of look related, so they might be brothers, or like might be siblings. And she hears you come in, and she turns around. She says, "Oh, hi there. What can I do for you?"
Try this one, Quack. You were doing so good beforehand. Come on.
They kind of step forward again and just go, "Lawrence!" and then runs behind again.
Getting closer. I swear one of these days you are going to get it.
You see, they're like,
hello.
Sorry. They're like sitting behind Vice's leg, just like on the floor, just kind of like big puffing as if they just like ran a marathon. Just hyperventilating behind you.
Oh.
Like, Vice kind of leans down to give them just a little pat on the head. And
The Huffle woman kind of like, are they okay? Do they need water or anything?
this is totally normal. Generally, yeah, this just tends to be what happens with introductions, which is why I'm here. Hello, I'm Vice. My little friend here is Quack. We're just here looking for Laura.
Ah, Laura. Right, well, my name's Blair. I could have sworn I saw Laura before, but I don't think she stuck around for very long. Tin just got off duty as well. Might be with him. He would have made his way past... He would have had to go on through the town square towards the south end. Yeah, I'd say head in that direction. Sorry I couldn't be much more help, but, you know, she's a slippery one, that one.
Insight check. What is she not telling us? I want to know, like, what's the vibe I'm getting off these people? Like, do they actually care? Like, do they like Laura? Are they kind of just like, ugh, yeah, she was here and then she left again and she's a pain? Or is it like, oh, she's here but we just don't want to tell you? Like,
go ahead, give me, insight or, you know, investigation, perception, one of those three.
I'll do insight just because I feel like it fits the best with what I'm trying to do. Oh, natural 2, which is a total of 2.
Yeah. Oof. Blair seems really standoffish. She doesn't want to talk to you. Like, it seems like maybe she's hiding something.
I don't know how to feel about that since it was a 2 that I worked that out with.
Were you gonna...
I would like to do just a perception check, just to double check myself if I notice anything in the room, just in case maybe she came back. Well, I'm not going to perceive much with a 12, so...
I mean, it's, you know, regular guards outpost, maybe kind of like lower functionality. It's not a super rich town or anything. But it seems like Blair's the only person in the room. Doesn't seem like there's anybody else here at the moment.
Okay. So she said town square.
Yeah, she said kind of like head through the town square towards the south.
Alrighty. Well, thank you so much for your help. Hopefully we'll be able to find little Laura after this. It's been excellent. Are you ready to go, Quap?
Coab kind of like nods to you, but then like quickly turns their head suspectingly at Blair.
Right, I don't know how to take that. So are we going or not?
They nod.
Okay, excellent. Will we see you? Maybe. Who knows? We're here for vacation for an indeterminate amount of time, aren't we?
Blair kind of like nods, goes, "Oh yeah, might see you around. I'm on shift most days, so most likely place you'll see me is at the inn. So,
Well, then we probably will see you again. In any case, whether or not that happens, we'll be off. You have a good rest of your day.
Yep. And she waves you off. And when you get outside, Vic kind of like looks at the sun sort of coming down. It's still kind of early afternoon. But Vic's getting antsy, kind of wants to go back to the inn. It's up to you guys whether you want to let them go or not. The idea is Vic is here, you will get around town faster. Vic is gone. Vic is less antsy, but you will have to navigate.
I think Coap's kind of like seeing Fit kind of get antsy and stuff with the sun setting themselves also starts to get antsy, just like, why are you scared? Is there something we should be scared about? And just kind of also starts freaking out.
Does Vice... I think Vice would notice Quaps.
Starting...
I think Vice would notice Quaps discomfort and be like, oh no, what? Okay.
Yeah. Vic kind of starts to notice you freaking out a bit and sort of goes to reassure you. It's like, no, nothing bad will happen, I just want to get back to the inn because it's only me and Demeter, and there's a lot of people around this time of the day and I don't want to get her overwhelmed, so I can help you guys out still. I just want to make sure that she's okay and not getting overwhelmed and
Coap
by all
visibly...
means. Sorry, you go.
Coap visibly starts to calm down, just oh, okay.
Right, it's difficult when there's busy periods of time, isn't there? Could you just point us in the right direction with Town Square? Everyone's been so lovely. I'm sure we can ask for actual directions later once we need them.
Yeah, Vic nods, kind of gives you a couple directions. Yeah, just down the street and then left and then a couple rights and then just kind of keep heading down there. And then when you come to the big clear area, there's lots of market stalls and stuff. You can't miss it. And then kind of thanks you and scurries off.
Well, how do you feel about going to a busy area today? We up for it? I mean, we did agree to help look for someone, and we absolutely should maintain that. But I can't, if you just want to chill out, I can always go by myself. How are we feeling?
Well, I mean, we did agree to help, and I feel like I'd be more comfortable in a busy area with you than in a place I don't know by myself. So I'll come along, and I'll do my best.
That's all you can really do, isn't it, my small friend? Gives an awkward backpack. Hat? Oh my god.
Gives them a backpack.
Can I just say, I love Quap.
Fantastic.
Very much.
I'm so glad.
Yeah. So yeah, you guys start to head in the direction of Town Square. Who wants to give me a roll to see if you get lost?
would like to do this role.
Yeah, go for it. 'Cause
Am
I'm
I
definitely
adding
just
any-
following you?
Should I just like add anything?
I mean, I would say survival, but you guys aren't in. There it is. You guys aren't really in the like nature or anything. I mean, perception or investigation, I guess, is the only other thing I can think of. If you want to add that, it's a town square. It's going to be pretty loud if you head in the door. Like perception, if you like head in the direction of noise, if you can hear it, hence perception, you should find it kind of deal. So if you want to roll, yeah, perception.
See, that's 11.
Yeah, like it's pretty. I will say this: you wouldn't have had to roll very high. So you kind of like head in the direction. You get turned around once or twice, but you do get there eventually. Because very loud. It's a small town. You would have been good. So you get there and it's this kind of like octagonal kind of space, not quite a square or anything. And there's like a couple of like market stalls dotted around. There's a couple of like shop fronts and stuff. Lots of little alleyways and things. And you guys walk into the square.
Cool. We should have thought this out better and asked more questions about where we should go from entering the square.
Well, no, it was south, wasn't it? You were heading to the south, kind of the town square, right?
Yeah. Do you guys want to roll perception for me real quick?
I'm gonna say that I wouldn't probably be able to see much down where I am.
Well,
That's
that doesn't
fair.
matter because I got a nat 20.
Hey!
Out of the corner of your eye in one of the alleyways, you see a sort of like medium height, kind of teenage degenerate looking human boy. And you can kind of like you lock eyes with him and you can see he kind of like gestures you over.
Is this Tim or just some shady kid on the street?
Why don't you find out?
Oh no.
But no, like he doesn't look shady or anything. He's just kind of
Insight
hanging out
check.
the mouth. Yeah, sure, go ahead.
Because Coap doesn't trust
Wait,
anyone.
but do you actually see him? Because
Actually, yeah, that's
that
a
was
good
my
point.
perception.
Alright.
check.
That's true. I don't know what's happening. I'm just following you along, so that's true. I wouldn't
Yeah.
have seen it
Yeah.
probably.
And I choose to follow
Yeah.
shady teenagers because who knows what that might lead to. It's probably interesting.
Yeah, okay, so you guys head over. He doesn't like go anywhere, he just like motions you over and waits at the like mouth of the alleyway. And you guys get there and he says, hey, you guys are newcomers, right?
Yes, I'm beginning to think that that's just everyone has been warned to greet new visitors. It's a very friendly town in that manner. I guess that's a small town thing, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it's a bit of a small town thing. It's also kind of like, just want to make sure that everybody's, nobody's causing problems and shit like that. Look, you guys seem like you're wandering around, like you don't know what you're doing. So, if you need directions or anything, name's Forehand. I can help you get places. I'm just waiting here for a couple of my friends, so.
How do you spell that?
Forhan.
Nice, like forehand, but not.
Yes, just Forehand,
Love it.
without the D.
Now that I'm with him, I want to do an insight check. Because I can definitely see him now.
Absolutely, go ahead. I'd be surprised if you couldn't.
13.
13, cool. He mostly just seems like he's bored. He looks like he's waiting for somebody, is bored, and wants something to do. So he's like noticed you guys and has like motioned you over to see if anything interesting happens.
Can I
Kindred
tell?
spirit.
Yeah. Can I tell it all, like, if it... it seems like he's waiting for someone. Can I kind of tell like whether it's like waiting for someone to deal drugs with, or if it's just kind of like just waiting for my friend to show up so we can hang out kind of thing? Or can I not tell
sorry?
that much? Can I tell like what kind of like waiting for someone it is, whether it's just like waiting for a friend to show up or if it's like waiting for someone to do a sketchy deal with? Probably not.
No, like he did say before, waiting for a friend to show up. You kind of get that that's the vibe. Like he's literally just kind of, he's not into the alleyway. He's just at the end. Like,
Okay.
so he doesn't look like he's doing anything shady or waiting for anybody shady. He's just waiting by the mouth of the alleyway.
Okay, cool.
Well, we're actually looking for someone, and we were directed to the markets, but we only have kind of a vague sense of direction where to go. Do you know Alora?
Oh, Laura, yeah. We hang out with her sometimes, me and my friends. Why were you heading to the market way? She's usually at the inn.
Yes, well, she seems to have left the inn and made her way to the bakery, from the bakery to the guard station, and we were told that she was last seen heading this ways.
Alright, it's one of those days. Okay.
Having a bit of an adventure.
It seems so. Look, she's pretty young, I'm not surprised. Happens that way. Just trying to think of how to word this. He kind of like steps further like out of the alley, kind of like looks around, sees one of the like stall owners kind of like looking their way, and kind of starts leading you off towards the stall owner as if to be like, okay, cool, I think, someone over here might know something.
Excellent. Follow.
I'm like I was concerned for a minute when he was just like, but she's always at the inn. I was like, what's going on at the inn? I was like, Fick was very concerned being away from the inn, and now apparently Laura's always there. We've been sent out of the inn. What's going on?
Yeah. So you guys are following him towards the market guy?
Yeah,
Yep.
yes.
Stall owner?
Yes.
Yeah.
Icon. Cool, okay, cool. So yeah, you follow him over to the stall guy, the stall owner. It seems to be like a fresh produce stall. Forehand looks up, kind of like waves, goes, "Hey Jake, you didn't happen to see Laura at any point come through here, did you? I only just got here, so." Jake sort of like, tilts his head a couple times, says, I saw Tin, I saw your brother walking back home, and he seemed to be carrying something, so, I don't know, could have been her, could have been a thing, so, up to you, I guess. Bohan kind of like hums. Oh, Tin, okay, cool. I can, take you guys there if you want to talk to my brother. I assume, he just came off shift, so...
That would be excellent, actually. Get a bit of headway going. Would that interrupt with you meeting up with your friends is the only problem. You can give us directions, which will most likely be able to get us there, depending on how lost we get. But usually we eventually reach where we're meant to go, right, Quap?
Coap is just kind of like, oh, like just kind of there, but not responding, actually.
Lots of people aren't really his thing. Yeah, so if you want to meet up with your friends, you can just point us in the right direction, give us a few street names, that kind of thing, but I would appreciate if you wanted to lead us there. Also, it's a better introduction than us just showing up and being like, hello, have you seen Laura? You have no idea who we are.
Forehand kind of like, yeah, no, that's fair. I don't really know when my friend's gonna show up, so yeah, you know what? I'll give you directions to my place. Should be where 10 is. And if you guys need to find me again for directions, I'm happy to help you. I'll be down near B's place. B's the blacksmith, by the way. And he rattles off some directions, kind of like, yeah, follow that road, turn left onto this one, go right here, just follow that down, turn right again at this one. My house is this one, and, sends you off on your way and heads back to his waiting spot.
Excellent. On the move again.
On the move again. You guys want to do anything particular while you're walking? Or you're just gonna follow the road?
Are we passing any of, the market stalls or anything?
I mean, yeah, there's you gotta get from one end of the square to the other, which is just, full of market stalls and stuff. So if you guys want to stop and see if you can find anything to buy or anything, go ahead.
Oh yeah, I'm Vice is absolutely just kind of meandering, looking at what's available at each stall as he makes his way in the right direction. What kind of stalls we got, Mert?
Cool. There's a couple of fresh produce stalls. There's one, the one that you just left kind of does veg and stuff. The one next to him does fruit. There's a stall that does kind of weaponry and stuff. There's one that does armor. They're pretty close together. There's one that does that has a whole bunch of these older books. There's a florist. There's a couple of different stuff jewelry maker, jeweler, craft stuff. There's a couple of different of home craft stalls. People just kind of set up here and sell stuff.
God, what is Vice into when buying things? That is a question that I did not ask myself previous to this. He probably checks out the weapon store, see what's around.
Do you guys want to go to the weapons store?
Hell
Yeah.
Cool. All right, you guys. It's kind of on the other side of it's basically towards where you need to go anyway. So you guys meander over there, and you're in front of the weapons stall, and the person behind the counter is a human girl, and she seems to just kind of be, lazing back. She sees you come up, she kind of perks up a little bit, goes, "Hey there, you guys seem new. What can I do for yous?"
So just having a little browse around, seeing what's available. As you said, we are new to the area, so we're just kind of, having a look around as we do things.
Oh yeah? You staying for long?
That remains to be seen. It's kind of a impromptu holiday, so not many concrete plans, as it were.
Fair enough. Look, if anything catches your eye while you're here, let me know. I'll see what I can do for yous. Got a couple of swords and daggers, just the usual. Go wild.
I did lose my dagger recently. What have you got in the way of daggers, or just decent knives at least? Because when you're on the road, you want a decent knife, at least one.
Oh, she laughs. She kind of motions to, she's got about one corner of the table is kind of set up with a couple of rows of these really nice quality, well done, a couple of Damascus steel, a couple of just regular steel. They've got really nice handles on them, just some really nice daggers.
Okay. How much money does Quap have?
So much.
So much? Okay, because
Yeah.
So much.
Excellent, because Vice would 100% know how much Quap has on him. So yeah, he just kind of Just looking through daggers, looking through knives, just seeing what's pretty. What's pretty, what's versatile.
Yeah. Do you wanna roll an investigation check?
Sure, let's stop your whole plot line just so I can buy a nice knife.
Absolutely fine. We're honestly like a third of the way through already, so like padding this out, perfectly fine with me.
Hell yeah.
Okay. 19 plus investigation, you said?
Yep.
So that's 21.
Hey.
Vice, you find your dream dagger. It is
Yes.
beautiful. This is the most perfect dagger you have ever seen. It's it's perfect. And do you wanna describe what Vice's perfect dagger is? I'm putting you on the spot here.
You really are. Vice's perfect dagger. Well, it's probably understated. Like it's a kind of like a deep, dull grey, but then when you look at it or it catches the light, like you can see the wave of the steel because it's just like that perfect kind of blued steel. And there isn't much way of like because daggers don't generally have hilts, but there's no kind of guard on it. It just flows into the handle naturally, and the handle is just like leather wrapped with like tiny hammered in kind of metal pieces to keep the leather in place. So it's just very simple, but absolutely like perfectly balanced. Can be used if like big enough that it can be held just in one hand and either like held forward or backward, and it still feels natural. It's just
what was the last bit there? Simple and
I don't remember.
Rip.
It's nice.
It's just simple, beautiful, elegant, everything you could ever want in a functional dagger.
Hell yeah. The girl behind the table kind of sees you eyeing it off and goes, yep, that's a good one. Look, if you want it, 5 gold pieces.
5 gold pieces. That's an absolute steal. I'll absolutely be taking this one. And then Vice immediately puts his hand out right next to Quap. He makes like that little grabby motion.
Quap just funnels around in his tiny pockets, then just puts like 5 gold pieces into Vice's hand.
Yeah, Vice grabs it and puts some money on the table.
And she kind of like sees this exchange, goes, like rolls her eyes, takes the coins, and kind of like, anything else you guys want? Also, Vi, that is a +2 dagger.
Oh my god, yeah.
You get +2 bonus to attack and damage rolls.
See, like, I've already made a note, like, as soon as I knew I was gonna buy it.
Dagger, my beloved.
Fantastic.
Nice. So yeah, now you have a +2 dagger. I'm going to regret this, but it's fine.
Dagger, my beloved. They're only like 1d4 damage, aren't they?
Yeah, daggers, hold on. Daggers, 1d4 plus 3 is mine.
It's 1d4.
I'm strong baby.
Wait, really?
Yeah, mine does a +3, but that's because I'm strong.
Okay.
I think. Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, +2 dagger is still pretty rare, so like, it'll be fine.
It's probably just +1. I think that's just listed for the +2 melee when raging, because it's just kind of like you're gonna rage.
Yeah,
no, it isn't. Hold on, because my axe.
Is it +3 to attack because that's your strength?
No, it's well. Okay, so I get it. No, it's just a +3 dagger. It's just a standard.
Fun and funky. In that case, you know what? Up it. Make things even. Chuck yours down as a +3 as well.
It's a +5.
Plus 12.
It's +3.
Plus 27. I've never missed in my life.
+3. Cause I'll be honest, y'all, not a lot of fighting, so I don't really care.
Valid.
Is there anything that Quap wanted?
They don't have any like axes or anything. It's mostly smaller weapons.
I mean, there's like 1 or 2 swords and stuff there. It might be an axe in that pile. She might have something behind the table. I don't know.
Sure. Let me do an investigation check to see if they've got any axes. Oh, it's a 5.
She looks at you and kind of goes, sorry, no axes here today. Yesterday, had like 3, all gone. Sorry about that.
Wow. How could you? I would like to take an attack of opportunity. No.
No! For one, she hasn't moved out of your reach.
No,
Two,
we're leaving the store.
Even...
We're leaving the store, which means I'm moving out of range, but I would like to take the attack of opportunity.
That's how that works, definitely.
100%.
Yes, absolutely. No. You guys done at the weapon stall then?
Yeah.
Yes.
Hell yeah. So, double checking, you have written that down as a +3 dagger?
Yes, I have. Dagger, my beloved.
Dagger, my beloved. Cool. So you guys, head off. You following the directions that Forehand gave you? Or you wandering a bit?
No, once we get like outside of the market, it's no, we gotta follow these directions or we will be getting lost.
Yeah.
And I don't think that like throwing Quap onto the rooftops to try and get a general outlook of the area is gonna be a good idea.
Yeah. No.
It's worked in the past, would prefer not to do it.
Hell yeah. Okay. So yeah, you guys follow the directions, and you stop in front of a small kind of like cottage house. It's not tiny. It looks like it probably fits a small family. There's quaint little garden out the front. It looks to be like little garden out the front. You can kind of see like a pathway leading to the back. Lights, well, not lights, but people. You can tell that there's people home because there's like some shadows in the windows and stuff like that. What do you do?
Well, probably just knock on the door.
You knock on the door, and a pretty tall, pretty tall human man comes out, and he's kind of like half armored, like he's been in the process of like taking all of his armor and stuff off. And he looks at you and he goes, "Oh, hello. What can I do for you?"
Hello. We were just given these directions by Forehand. We're looking for Laura, and we were informed she might be with you.
Ah, Forehand. Right. Cool. Well, I'm Tin. I'm Forehand's big brother. I did have Laura before, but she wanted to pop down around the blacksmith area. Don't know if she actually headed in that direction. Probably she's pretty close with one sec. Pretty close with Rhea. Rhea in that gang. Forehand's friends with Rhea. But
he did say he'd be around that area.
Yeah, she's not here at the moment, sorry guys.
Insight check.
Go ahead!
What's he doing with Laura? 14.
He's telling the truth. Laura is not here.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. He has, he's not trying to hide anything from you. He's just giving you the information that you asked for.
Alrighty, time to go see B.
Do you guys want to ask for directions?
Oh yeah, that's probably important.
Right. So, I'm assuming Vice asks for directions, considering Quap seems to be anxious around people.
We are new to the town. Is there a best way to reach said blacksmith, or is there signage maybe?
I mean, it's a small town, so not a lot of signage. Most people already know where to go. But, hey, look, I'll quickly scribble down some directions for you. And he quickly rushes back inside, and then comes back out with, like, a piece of paper. And, like, scribbles of, like, a small map, and written down directions as well. Hands it to you. Goes, that should take you to B's blacksmith. Don't know if you knew that. And B can probably help you. And he hands you the paper, waves you off, closes the door.
Excellent. So, shall we head this way then, my little friend?
Just nods, like goes to speak and then is like, just nods instead.
Now, is it a too much a day, or you just... Come on, you can use your words if you can. If you can't, that's fine, but you gotta try. If you can't talk to me, then how are you meant to talk to everyone else?
You're right. To be the blacksmith. Let's go. Let's find Laura.
Excellent. And we follow the direction. We go there.
Cool. You guys walking along, and you make your way to B the blacksmiths, and you get there, and it's kind of it's a stone building. It's kind of like an outcrop. It's more of a shaded area. It's not really enclosed, and there's a big furnace. And you can see a tall, well, actually not tall for a dwarven woman. And she's sort of hammering away at what looks to be an axe.
What is Quap's reaction to seeing this axe?
What kind of axe is it? Like, how describe the axe to me?
Describe the axe to you. Looks to be, a double-bladed battle axe, one of those big roundish ones.
Ooh.
It doesn't have a handle at the moment, but you can kind of see off to the side. It's like a beautifully carved, like wooden handle. The blade itself is, it's Damascus steel. I'm very obsessed with Damascus steel. It's very cool.
It is so pretty.
It's you can kind of see the waves in the metal, and she's sort of like she's hammering it into shape. She dunks it into the water, comes out. She's kind of like picks it up, kind of looks at it, goes, "Yeah, that's good." Takes it over to like start sharpening it, and you can see this what could be a beautiful, like almost circular but not quite battle axe.
I think seeing this, Kawap is almost doing like the meerkat look, where it's just like kind of like tippy toes, hands up and in like meerkat's arms, kind of like looking over, trying to inspect the axe.
Hell yeah. I mean, she's like fully engrossed in this. She doesn't notice you guys.
Hello, excuse me.
As you speak, she kind of like, she stops sharpening the blade, she looks up, she sees the two of you. She goes, "Oh, hello there, name's B, I'm blacksmith around here, as you can probably tell. What can I do you for?"
Excellent, you're just who we were looking for. Now, we're looking for young Miss Laura.
Laura, right. Yeah, Raya, my apprentice Raya, she just left with Forehand and his other friend Yaz, and they took Laura with them.
Wait a minute. Forehand took Laura when he knew that we were looking for her.
Right. So we were actually just talking to Forehand about looking for Laura, and he directed us to his brother, and his brother directed us here. Do you think our legs being yanked a little bit?
Oh, yeah, no. He's, Forehand did mention that there was some people coming by. Laura seemed pretty excited to hang out with a lot of them, and he didn't want to, keep her waiting, so, well, they didn't take her, she went with them, so, he did tell me to let you know, so.
And you know where they're headed?
Yeah, they're, give me a sec. Yeah, they're heading down to Rhea's girlfriend's place to pick her up, and then I think they're, passing by a couple other places. So, don't know where they head next, but you might want to go that way.
Right. I have a feeling we're going to know this town very well by the time that we've finished this adventure. Right. So do you have directions to Ray's girlfriend's place?
Sure do. Just head further down this way. She points to her, she points down the road. Take a right, follow that down to the end. Left should be right there. And she goes back to sharpening the blade.
Excellent. Thank you for your help. Klopp, do you want to say anything?
No problem.
Colette kind of like tugs on your clothes to kind of like whisper in your ear.
Yeah. I immediately have to like Vice just has to crouch down so much to reach. Like he's basically just kind of squatting on the ground. Like, yep.
Could you ask could you ask how much an axe like that would be? If I could get one of those axes, because that's a really pretty axe.
Oh yeah, not a problem. Well, you don't want to try yourself first, or just I can do that for you?
He's kind of just like, I don't know how to answer that.
Right, I'll just do that one for you today. You've been very good with talking to everyone and trying to do some introductions, but it has been a lot. Sorry, before we go, my friend had a question. How much is it for an axe?
What, like this one?
Mm-hmm. As he said, a pretty one like that.
Yes, I getcha. Just finished one earlier this morning, actually, that I was planning on taking down to, my other apprentice's stall down there. See, you've got one of the daggers. Look,
Did you make this?
Sure did.
I may just be a little bit in love with you, because this is the most perfect dagger I've seen in my life.
Yeah, a lot of people who stop by my place tend to find the love of their weaponry life. Look, battle axe like this one, 15 gold probably. I can, the other one should just be inside actually. I can go get it for you if you want.
You just hear the clatter of 15 gold coins on the floor. And Clap just quickly goes to pick them all back up off the floor.
Crap, you haven't seen the axe yet. You keep your gold on you until you see the product, and that's when you can barter things. Of course, that may be out of your skill range at the moment, but you gotta learn these things before you can apply them. But that is a big resounding yes, we would like to see this act.
Sure thing. She heads inside, and you kind of hear this like, and then she walks out holding another very, very nice axe, very similar to the one that I described before. Carvings are on the handle are a bit different. There's like a little bit of detailing on the actual blade itself as well. Same roughish shape though, and it's a pretty nice blade. It's a pretty nice blade.
Coap kind of like holds out the coins that they just picked up off the floor.
B laughs and like takes the coins out of your hand, hands you the axe, and goes, "That's all yours now. Have fun with that." And she like tucks the coins into her pocket.
You you both watch as this tiny little creature just picks up this axe with ease and just kind of like moves it around, just like in awe, and then just kind of like it takes the other one off their back and just drops it on the floor and replaces it with in the other spot.
Are you sure you're just gonna? Are you just gonna leave that there? Are you gonna leave that there, or are you gonna be responsible and take it with you? Because you can't just leave your shit places, unless it's like a evil lair or somewhere, or like in the forest or something. That's different. This is someone's house.
Kind of like almost cows a little bit and just like, oh yeah, and then just picks up the axe and then opens up their bag of holding and just like slowly lowers it in and then closes the bag.
Much better. Sorry, I used a bit of tone with you there. That was a bit rude. You do this. You do this sometimes, and it's understandable. You need to work on it.
I love the implication that Coep has a bit of like a hammer space thing going on. It's very fun.
Yeah, Coep could just kind of like nods, like kind of like, yeah, okay, I gotta work on that.
Excellent. Thank you very much for your business. We'll be off.
No problem. Good luck finding Laura, by the way.
Oh, at this rate, we might actually need that luck because we just always one step behind them.
So it seems. See ya. And she goes back to sharpening the blade again.
What's my axe? Is it just a standard?
Nope. It's I'm being really nice to you guys. It's a +3.
Hey, nice.
Again, it's perfect. I'm a nice DM, guys. Right, you guys heading off then?
Hell yeah, you might regret that +3 later.
Oh, I very much will, it's fine.
I hope you buffed your enemies.
You hope I buff my enemy, huh?
No. Don't say such things. Thea doesn't speak for both of us. There are 2 players here. Thea does not speak for both of us.
Don't worry, you guys should be fine. So you guys heading off to Ray's girlfriend's place?
Hell
Yes.
yeah.
Cool. You follow B's directions, and you come to another, quaint sort of cottage-like house, similar to the one that Forehand gave you directions to. Seems still, a little bit smaller though. Again, another nice garden pathway to the back.
Vice knocks on this door.
A lovely elven woman answers the door, and she says, "Well, good afternoon. My name's Castile. What can I do for yous?"
We were looking for Rhea, Forehand, and their group, as we believe they might have Laura with them, and we've been asked to find Laura.
Ah, right. Well, Di just left with them. I think they're off to go and collect Hearth, who is just down the street. And you can kind of see, like, a door down the street just close.
Oh, right, we're finally getting close. Thank you so much. We gotta run after them. Come on, Quack, let's get our running shoes on.
Plot twist, the door is Laura.
Yeah, just being a bit rude, I immediately start, run in that direction, oh my god, this has been a whole day, it's just asking people where the fuck Laura is. We gotta find her.
I'm terrified of the lack of response from Murph.
No, I'm still here. You as you run off, you hear Castile yell out, "Good luck!"
Thank you, okay, let's go, come on.
Collapse trying so hard to run at your pace.
Are you guys gonna stop by the house that the door just closed, or are you gonna keep going?
Well, if the door closed, What do you mean by that? Because obviously there would have to be some people outside if they were going somewhere else, or
you can't really see the house that like you can like the door just closed is at the end of the street, so like anybody who would have like just left would have turned around the corner and you can't see them anymore. So and it's like a T as well, so like
Yeah, I run to the edge of the T so I can like have a look around and see if I see anybody.
Roll a perception, please.
please be good.
Well, that's a 2 plus a whole whopping 1.
What was that?
That's a 2
Woof.
plus a whole 1, so 3.
3.
That's worse than my passive perception.
You cannot see anybody at either end of the T intersection. You've just missed them. You don't know which of the two directions they went in.
Can I
God.
roll as well, or is it too busy for me to be able to see?
I mean, it's like residential area. You can probably roll as well if you want.
Okay. Perception, was it?
Yep.
Yep, perception. That's where's perception? Do I have
What was that, sorry?
Do I have disadvantage on perception rolls? Hold on a minute.
Really?
It's got the disadvantage sign next to perception.
Oh no.
What does that mean?
Oh.
You have disadvantage on attack rolls and on perception checks that rely on sight when you, your target, or whatever you're trying to perceive is in direct sunlight. Am I in direct sunlight?
Yeah, it's like mid-afternoon.
Alright, well I've got disadvantage then. So that's +0. So that's, instead of being a natural 18, it's a natural 3. So we got the same roll.
Oh.
Same deal for you. You've just missed them. You can't tell which direction they went.
I love having
You
forced
can-
disadvantage on perception.
You can always knock on the door.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do next. Walk of shame back to the door.
You knock on the door, and a little, give me a sec while I come up with a fucking race. You see a little gnome open the door, and he kind of looks up at you, and he smiles, and he goes, "Hi, my name's Lycan. Who are you?"
Am I dealing with like a small enthusiastic gnome, or is this clearly a child gnome?
This is a child gnome.
Okay. Just hello there, Lycan. My name's Vice.
This is my friend Qua. We were just looking for our friend Laura, who may have just left here with a bunch of her other friends. Do you know Laura?
Oh, is she with Half?
Yes.
I'm gonna be real. I don't, like, you say a name, I instantly forget it this whole night. I don't know what's wrong with me.
I believe it was like die in half.
So Castile before said that they just went down the street to pick up Half, who in this
Okay.
context is Lycan's older sibling.
Yeah.
Ah, nice.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, so it would have been Die and Half, Forehand.
and beforehand and Rare, and yes, there's so many weird names. I'm so sorry. Lycan kind of like nods and then points towards their right and goes, "Yeah, they went that way."
Is that just towards the end of the street?
No, like the right, like
Oh,
like
of the T
turn
intersection.
at the end of the street. Yeah.
Cool. How much do I trust this child? I'm gonna do an insight check.
Go ahead.
Ah! What have we got? Okay. Looked like another 2 for a second, but it was a 10.
Hey.
And we've got
Oh yeah.
insight is +4, 14.
this child is young enough not to bother lying. Like, they're telling the truth. Like, there's no like mischievous grin on their face or anything. It's just kind of like, yeah, they went that way.
Okay. Thank you so much for your help. We're going to go find our friend now. Thank you very much.
Okay, bye.
Goodbye.
And then Lycan just like closes the door on you.
Goodbye.
You guys heading right then?
Yep.
Let's go.
You guys turn down the right street, and are you like rushing or are you just walking?
Like speed walking, which might be a full sprint. For...
That's a full sprint for me.
Okay,
you need
cool.
to be carried.
Yes.
Vice carries Quap.
Hell yeah.
Okay, cool. There's a woman down the street. She kind of sees you rushing and she yells out, "You guys looking for the for Forehand and his group?"
Yes, we are. How do you know that, miss? How can you be of assistance for this little adventure of ours?
I'm Metty. I'm Key's mother. Key's one of their gang, and I could just see stuff down by Heart's place, so I assume you're looking for him. They just headed down to the farmers on just past the edge of the end of the town. So you just keep heading this way. You'll get there eventually. Win will be able to tell you where they are. So.
Who will be able to tell us where they are?
Sorry, not Win. Win's father will be able to tell you where they are.
Okay.
Win's the last of their group, so like, she'll have told her dad where they're going.
Okay, excellent. Thank you very much for that.
Not a problem. Good luck, guys.
Yes, thank you. Now, Vice turns to Quap and is like, okay, I would like to speed up to try and catch up with them before we get too far behind since we're so close. I will be running. Would you like me to carry you?
Yes, please.
Excellent. Not a problem. Yeah, Vice picks up Quap and then starts off running.
Cool. You guys get to, actually, you know what? Can, you guys roll, fuck it, we're gonna make it survival. Can you guys roll survival to, see if you can pick up where exactly, the farmers, like, what path to take?
Let's just hope I don't have forced disadvantage on survival too. Hey, no, I'm proficient in survival.
Hey! 'Cause yeah,
I
she
got-
didn't.
Oh, you're...
You got 17.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Yeah, you get there. And you can see Win's father, well, who you presume to be Win's father, kind of like waving, or standing like facing the forest, which is, there's like the farm. Behind you is the town, then you've got like a farm, and then like to, the side there's like a big forest. And you see him, he turns around and he kind of goes, "Oh, you looking for winning that lot, are you?"
Yes, we are. I would really like. I think. Make a note of this. When we catch up with them, I would like to know why they didn't just wait for us instead of leaving this breadcrumb trail.
Quap nods in agreement.
Okay, excellent. Yes, we are looking for them. I assume you're Win's father?
Sure am. Look, they're just down by the river, couple, 100 meters into the forest. They're literally right there. You should be good.
Excellent. Thank you so much for that. We will be off. And just picks up Quap again, starts jogging.
Cool. Would you guys mind rolling a perception check for me, please?
I'm swapping dice.
Let's go. Wow, I just suck at perception checks. That's 9.
Oh, that's right, I've got disadvantage.
9. Oh no. Well, the forest is pretty shaded, so like you can.
I got a 13. Well, I've got forced
Was that
disadvantage
with
anyway. Yeah. I got a 17 on my second roll, so...
Okay, well, you kind of, you don't, well, what did you get again, Vi?
I got a 9.
Okay. Neither of you really sees too much out of the ordinary, but there doesn't, like, you don't really see much of them until you get to the river, where you see Forehand and his group off to the side, and a chest on the other bank of the river.
I have a feeling that might be the person we're looking for.
Yeah, can I do like a insight check or something to be like, is that chest a mimic?
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
Go 16 plus inside is 4, that's 20.
Cool. With that 20, yeah, it's a mimic. You can also tell that the group of teenagers next to you is terrified.
Of the mimic, or just
and
terrified
as you
in
notice
general?
that,
Oh no.
as you notice that, the water rises and rises and then sort of spills off as a giant snapping turtle appears from the water.
Oh hell yeah.
Okay.
If you guys could roll initiative.
Oh boy.
Wonderful.
Love that it's
Here
a
we
giant
go.
snapping turtle. +3 initiative. 5.
It's my initiative. I didn't write it down. Oh, it's plus nothing. So that's... Oh god, what is that number? What the fuck? That's not that. Oh, that's a 5. Okay.
Cool. So what did everybody get?
I got a 5.
I also got a 5.
Cool. Do you guys want to roll again? Because just the two
Sure.
of you.
Why not?
That's an 8.
That's a 9.
Cool. So, cool. Top of the order is Quab.
Ooh,
Basically, I'll be totally honest. Rolled a nat 1 on initiative.
Hell yeah.
So this should go pretty well for you guys. So yeah, there's the scene is this. You've got to your side a group of cowering teenagers of various races and sizes. Giant snapping turtle in front of you that seems pretty pissed off, and a seemingly inconspicuous chest on the other bank that you cannot get to because of said giant snapping turtle. So whenever you're ready, you can make your move.
Has the snapping turtle noticed us, or is it focused on the rest of them?
Oh no, it's well aware of you guys.
Damn it. Cool. I'm going to... Is it... Okay, so it's noticed us, but is it focused on us or focused on the rest?
No, it's kind of focused on the, like, just the lot of you in general, like, almost like it doesn't want anybody to cross the river.
Okay, I'm going to... Okay, so Kawap kind of looks and sees what's going on and looks at the giant snapping turtle and then kind of like runs off so that they're by themselves, almost like kind of away from everyone else. And then I'm gonna use my action to grovel, cower, and beg. And I'm going to... So, once per short rest as an action, I can cower to distract foes. Until the end of my next turn, allies gain advantage on attacks against enemies within 10 feet of you that can see you. So I'm going to go like 10 feet away from Vice and like in the direction away from everyone else. So it's kind of like on my own 10 feet away from Vice, so Vice is still within range for the bonus.
Okay, cool. Do I have to roll any saves against that or anything?
No, it's just what happens.
It's just what happens.
That's...
Cool. Yeah, I mean you've pulled the attention of the snapping turtle.
Hell yeah.
Is that all you're gonna do?
That's all, that's my action. That's my
Cool,
action and my movement.
alright.
So yeah.
Vice, it's your turn.
Oh boy. Would I know that this is like one of Quap's like moves?
No, as far
Like
as far as you and anyone else can tell, I just ran away from you to hide out in the open, just cower on the ground.
come on, like it's. I know how competent you are. You need to stop doing this. Right, okay. Vice just kind of has like the head in the hands kind of moment of just right, yep. Oh, couldn't just wait at someone's house for us to pick up this kid. Right. Yeah, and he looks over his teenagers just like, is this normal? Is this like a resident giant snapping turtle, or is this something we should get rid of for you?
You see Forehand kind of just like shake his head, be like, no, this is not normal.
Right, okay then. Most important thing is getting Laura safely. So, just for my benefit, because apparently I can't remember anything today, can you give me like distances of the riverbank and like where things are basically?
Bye, I hate you so much. I don't have that. Give me a sec.
Yeah, I was just kind of like, that's probably useful information that I should have used on my turn rather than just moving 10 feet away from our starting positions.
Yeah, okay, so 1 second. I mean, it's not a big river. It's about probably 50 feet across.
That's a big river.
I literally, okay, here's the thing. I looked it up.
No,
Average.
It makes sense.
You just looked up average.
Average river width is 135 meters, which is like 440 feet. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's a small fucking river.
That's true. I can move 40 feet on my turn. So yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Motherfucker. I made this easier for you. Sort of.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Alright.
Okay, so, and then Laura's on the opposite fucking bank of this river with this turtle between us.
Yep.
Why?
Cause I'm a dick.
Guess we just gotta kill this fucking turtle. Is it close to our bank, or do we have to kind of lure it in to be able to smack it?
No, it's kind of like close to, like, you guys are probably 10 or 15 feet away from the bank, and this giant turtle is probably 5 feet into the water. So.
Right, okay, then I'm just gonna use my movement to get up to the end of this bank, maybe stand in the water a little bit if it's not too deep, and smack the shit out of this turtle with my warhammer. Double
Hell yeah.
So, let's try and hit this thing. It's been so long since I've fought melee. I just add my strength to hit, or?
It's a Warhammer, is it?
Yeah.
Is it anything special?
No, it's just a Warhammer, double-handed, so it's a D10.
Yeah, it'd be plus strength to hit.
Cool.
If you're proficient in martial melee.
Yeah.
Which I assume you are.
Yeah, so it's strength and proficiency.
Cool. Okay. Eat.
Right, that is God, I can't see my dice in this lighting. 15 plus 3 is my proficiency, and then plus 4 for strength. God, I gotta
What'd you
look
get?
up. I got a 15, and then I'm just trying to figure out what I add to it.
Okay. If you go to 15 and 3 is your proficiency, you hit.
Okay. I'm just looking up the rules for melee fighting anyway, because I just don't remember them, which I probably should have done before I fought. Like I've made a paladin character.
I mean, it's fine. I just got a message from my partner. Hope D&D is going well. I'm like, it is. Kill them all.
Oh no.
Hey,
I'm like, no.
TPK.
The plan is not to kill you.
Don't do that.
I'm not planning on.
Okay, so it is strength plus proficiency.
Cool.
Cool. So that's 7 plus 15. Do I hit this turtle?
7 plus 15.
Yeah. Well, 15 plus 7.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes, you hit the turtle.
I hit the turtle. Here comes that big D10
Roll.
damage. Oof! 4!
Whoop.
Yeah.
Cool. It is the turtle's turn.
Oh no, do I have any bonus actions?
Oh, you might want to, yeah. Do you have any bonus actions?
I do not.
Wonderful. So how far away would you say that you are to the turtle? Did you go
Like,
the full 15,
probably
20
like-
feet?
I'd probably be 5 feet away from it, so yeah, I moved
Cool.
the full, like, 15 feet. Oh no.
Cool. It's going to attack you. Let's see if I actually hit. What's your armor class?
I don't actually want to tell you that.
Well, you know what? Unless it's 10 or less, it doesn't hit.
Hello lads, welcome to my piss this giant fucking turtle off challenge. It's a new challenge I've created. It's called I'm in a new town on quote unquote vacation. Gotta find something to do. So what you want to do is you want to get your handy dandy little hammer and just smack the fuck out of it.
Quap, it's your turn.
I think Coat's just gonna keep the attack doesn't work anymore. Like it doesn't do anything anymore. But I think they're still just gonna stay kind of cowering off to the side for now, at least, because they're very afraid of this giant snapping turtle that they've never seen before. So
Okay. In that case, Vice, this might be a 1v1 fight.
Climb
Vice-
onto the turtle.
Yeah, you climb onto the turtle.
Yeah, can I? Like, is that a possibility?
I mean, you're pretty much right next to it. I'll say if you make, what's your dexterity?
Nothing. I have no modifiers to it.
Nothing. If you make a DC 15, I'll let you start climbing onto it.
Yeah, this seems like the best course of action. That's a D10. That's the wrong die. You said DC 15?
Sure did.
You sure you don't want to make that a DC 5?
Nope, DC 15.
I got a 7, so...
Yeah, you try to climb up the leg, but it's one, kind of like leathery and scaly, and two, wet. So yeah,
Well,
you slide right back down.
Cool. I'm gonna try and like fix this texture problem by just making my own holes in this turtle and smack it with my hammer again.
Hell yeah. Roll to attack.
That's the wrong dice again. I need to stop putting them next to each other. That is 11 plus 7, 18.
Yeah, that hits.
Woohoo! Then we get a good old D10. Oi, that's a 10.
Nice. Yep. You hit it with your warhammer. It kind of like doesn't look necessarily like super hurt, but it did not like that. So it's gonna turn around and try to attack you again. Hopefully it'll hit this time. Haha, that's a 22 to hit.
Very unfortunately, that does hit.
I would
Haha.
hope so.
You're gonna hate me for this.
Oh no.
It's 46 plus 4 slashing damage.
Good luck.
What?
Rip Vice.
Oh no.
What's Vice's HP again?
39.
Oh, rip.
Don't worry, I rolled half ones, half fives. That's gonna be 16 damage.
Cool.
16 damage.
Yeet.
Cool. I have to remember how to do maths. That brings me to 23? Yes.
That could have gone worse.
It could have gone a lot worse.
Could have also gone better.
Definitely.
Cool, alright. Cruff, it's your turn again. It's just the three of us.
I think Coap would have seen that happen and just watched as like Vice hits the snapping turtle with his hammer, and Coap's kind of like secretly celebrating but also very scared, and then just sees Vice take this massive hit, and then just kind of like is still shaking but kind of stands up and starts walking over to the snapping turtle. How far into the water was it again? 10 feet?
Like 5 feet.
5 feet?
It's not very far into the water, it's like almost right on the bank.
Okay, and how far were we from the bank initially?
You were about 10 feet away from the bank.
Okay, Coap's going to walk up to the snapping turtle and then just kind of stab it in the leg with a dagger.
Dagger?
Cool.
Still,
Use your
Okay.
axe!
still shaking, by the way, very afraid, just kind of trying to protect.
Please roll to attack. I will say it is a shaded area because you're like in the woods, so you're not in direct sunlight.
Cool. I think that only... Oh wait, no, that does affect my other stuff, doesn't it? Hold on. So like disadvantage on attack rolls and perception. Yeah, okay, so I'm not in direct sunlight.
You're not in direct sunlight.
Okay,
I
so,
am a merciful DM.
cool. That's an 11 to hit.
That doesn't hit, I'm sorry.
That's okay, that kind of fits.
Yeah. Cool. Anything else you want to do?
I think running up to the turtle, trying to stab it and just completely missing, or like just falling short. Quite kind of just lets out a bit of a scream and then runs back 5 feet. So like just out of the water.
Cool. Yeah, cool. Vice, you're up again.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep hitting it with the hammer and be like, come on, Quack, you can do it. You really need to do it. Please? And that's a 14 plus
Please
7.
do it. Yeah, that hits. 21 or something. That hits. Go ahead and roll
Yeah.
damage.
That is 6 damage.
Nice.
Am I missing something? Can I add something to this?
What are you
So
using?
what are you using?
I'm using my warhammer, and I'm just trying to check if I'm forgetting to add paladin shit to it.
Oh, right.
That is a good question, because I'm like, that's pretty low damage for a level 5. You guys are level 5, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, level
Good.
4 paladin, level 1 ruler.
I mean, yeah.
Oh, I'm immune to disease. Just jot that one down, guys.
Keep that in mind.
Yeah.
Luckily, you have not encountered any disease.
Excellent. Yeah, no, it's really only Divine Smite and that spell slot. And I only have 3 of those.
You may want to use them.
Yeah, I think I will just Divine Smite that, 'cause you can add it to after you've hit.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Roll
When you hit a
Divine Smite,
creature.
then.
Yeah.
Roll Divine Smite then.
That's 2d8.
Much better than 1d10.
Both of those left my dice tray. I'm winning. That is
Are you
a
winning, son?
Yeah. That's a 7 and a 3, so 10.
Cool. Yeah, it's starting to look kind of hurt now. It's definitely staggering along.
I haven't even touched it yet.
Right then. It's going to bite you again. Because Quap is out of range.
Excellent.
That is a 13 to hit.
No, fuck off.
Cool. It lunges at you, completely misses. You duck before it naps you. So Quap, that's your turn.
How bad is Vice looking right now after dodging that attack?
Should I say or Murphy?
I mean, it's your character.
Yeah, I think you should say.
I mean, there is the Vice is in full chainmail, fighting in water, so he really doesn't want to go down. But currently, hurt-wise, yeah, he's not doing great. He's at 23 out of 39, but he's hardly on death's door.
Okay. I think I think character-wise, I still think that okay, I think Quap's just gonna try and from the bank just kind of try and throw the dagger at the leg of the turtle.
See, I
Throw
heard
a
you say
dagger?
that.
Did you say throw a dagger?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. Go ahead and roll the hit then.
Please stop rolling. That's a 15.
It don't hit!
Oh no!
Nope, it doesn't hit.
Coap just kind of on the bank just kind of does that petty throw kind of thing. He just watches the dagger just go into the water.
Vice just fully smacks his face into his hand. Just, what are you doing? Just go look after the kids. Just go look after the kids.
Coap starts going in the direction of the children.
Cool. Yeah, you start heading in the direction of the teens. Vice, it's your turn again.
I'm just considering my options. And I think, yeah, you know what? I think I'm gonna use my Radiant Soul feature, which is starting at 3rd level. You can use your action to unleash the divine energy within yourself, causing your eyes to glimmer and 2 luminous incorporeal wings to sprout from your back. The transformation lasts for 1 minute until you end it as a bonus action. During it, you have a flying speed of 30 feet, and once on each of your turns, when you deal extra radiant, once on each of your turns, you can deal extra radiant damage to one target when you deal damage with an attack or a spell.
Nice.
And extra radiant damage
Hell
equals
yeah.
your level. So yeah, I'm gonna just do that.
Yeah. Cool.
I get some glowy wings. It looks very dramatic, and I'm just gonna be like, well, it's been nice fighting you, Mr. Toe, but I have a small mimic to save, and start flying over the river. So as far as I can, so that's 30 feet.
Did I miss something there? 'Cause you cut out.
I said I was gonna fly 30 feet over the river.
Cool.
That's as far as I can get.
Cool. You're now about 5 feet behind the turtle.
Oh my
And-
god, this is a thick ass turtle.
It's a giant turtle, okay?
It's 20 feet wide.
No, that's a lie. It shouldn't be 20 feet wide. I miscalculated. You're now, give me a second, let me do the math. You're now 15 feet behind the turtle.
There
Okay.
we go.
I was gonna be like, that's a 20-foot turtle.
No,
What's
it's
it
10
doing?
feet. It's eating children.
Chomp,
No.
chomp.
I miscalculated. It's my fault. It's on me.
It's a
All
massive
good.
turtle. You sure it's not one
Okay.
of those island turtles from Avatar?
No. It is a large beast.
Okay.
So it's four squares. That's it.
Okay, cool.
Okay. So you're now 15 feet behind it over the river, and Quap is like 10 feet, another 15 feet forward, 10 feet off the bank. So you've sandwiched it between the two of yours.
That sounds right. Sure.
It's about right. Are you going to attack it? Guys?
It takes my action to do that.
Okay, cool. So it is the beast's turn. It's going to see Quap moving across its vision, and it's going to move forward 10 feet, and is now sort of like half on the bank, half in the water, and it's going to attack Quap.
Oh boy. Alright.
Gonna go and try and bite in.
Okay.
That is a 16 to hit.
That hits.
A 16. That's 20 damage.
Oh boy. Okay.
Yep.
Oh boy.
How you doing?
I'm doing okay. I'm doing alright. I'm still over half, so that's cool.
Cool. That's always the good place to be. So that's your turn.
Okay, so Kawap running over to the children and then sees this massive snapping turtle just come over, and they just start to cower and just hide, just curl in on themselves, and then they get attacked by this turtle, and something just kind of snaps in them, and then you just hear,
Oh.
"Bad call, Mikey." And I'm gonna rage. I'm gonna rage.
Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm. So Kawap just kind of like stands up to his full height. He's always like kind of like crouching and hunched in on himself. And he's just going to stand up to his full height and just pull the cloak off, and you just see this beautiful red-scaled kobold standing there and just pulls the new axe off his back and kind of like swings it in his hand and just, well, he's going to let loose. So, raging.
Hell yeah.
And then if Vice was closer, I'd get an extra attack, but no, I'd get advantage. Hold on. There's so many things.
There are many things.
Yeah, I'd get advantage if Vice was in 5 feet, but since you've moved and I'm not closer, I get that's +2 melee with strength weapons, resistance to a bunch of stuff. Okay, so where was the... Okay, cool. So, first attack, gonna pull out that axe and swing it. That's a 16 to hit.
Are you using the +3 axe?
Yeah.
Did you add that?
Yeah.
Doesn't hit.
Really? Okay, that's okay. Second attack. Come on. Oh, that's even worse. Alright, and then Frenzy.
Oof.
Gonna go into a Frenzy. Wait. Yeah, so Frenzy can make a single melee attack weapon as a bonus action. Wasn't there a potential... Hold on. Oh, that's... Okay, never mind. Yeah, and then I'll Frenzy. That's even worse than the second one. Alright, no, none of them hit.
No.
None of them hit at all. But they're just gonna...
Wonderful.
They're just gonna stand strong and kind of separate the turtle from the rest of the children.
Cool. Okay, so you absolutely fucking lose it and go to attack this turtle 3 separate times and none of them hit. So Vice, that's your turn. You're now, I'd say, 25 feet behind the turtle.
Fly the rest of the way to the river to Laura.
Cool. You going to Laura's pretty close to the edge of the bank. So you land down next to her, and you can kind of see this seemingly innocuous wooden chest. It's a very small wooden chest. It's almost like a jewelry box. It's absolutely shaking. What you gonna do?
I just crouch down and I just say, Laura, hello, my name is Vice. That's my friend Co-op across the bank. Well, you probably can't see him from this angle. We've been asked to help find you from, hang on, let me look up the name. Your lady. We've been asked to help find you, and we've been on a bit of an adventure across the town. So, would you mind coming with me, and we can go join your friends on the other side of the bank?
The lid of the jewelry box kind of opens and goes. You see sharp teeth and big long tongue and stuff like that, and you kind of hear this hissing voice say, "You gonna take me home?"
If you'd like that. If there's a problem with going home, then we can always try and help
Yes,
you with that as
please.
well. You want to go home?
Yes, please.
Big day, huh? Did I cut out again?
Yep.
Yeah. This big day, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Is it alright if I pick you up then?
Yes.
Excellent. And I'm going to pick Laura up, and that's all I can get done in my turn, because I use my movement. Or, hang on.
Yeah.
If I was 35 feet across already, to get 50 feet would be 15. Oh no, I can get partway across again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just go as far as I can, basically. Back
Okay.
across the river.
Uh.
Oh wait, and since I have an action, I might as well Eldritch Blast this fool.
Yeah.
Da, 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 da. That's 1d10. I've got to attack first. If I
You
could
cut
keep
out
it in
there. Sorry. So what's your flying speed?
30 feet.
Cool. You were 30. You flew 25, so you've got 5 feet of movement left unless you're dashing, taking an action. But I'm pretty sure object interaction, picking up Laura would be an action. So you wouldn't be able to get super far.
You wouldn't be able to do the Eldritch Blast either.
Yeah.
No.
Hang on. Now let me do some maths. So how far from the bank was Laura?
Laura was 5 feet from the bank. The total is half on, half off, so 5 feet on land, 5 feet down. You were 25 feet behind the turtle, so that's 30 feet.
Yeah.
Would have been another 25 feet to get to Laura. So, and
No, but I was originally basically 5 foot in the water, so I reached 35 feet.
no, that's right.
So I would be able to get 10
Okay, in that case,
feet back.
yeah, you'd be able to get 10 feet back.
Yeah.
Your object interaction, like picking up Laura, would have taken an action though. So, unless you've got any bonus actions, I believe that's your turn.
And you wouldn't
That
have your
is my
hands
turn.
free.
Yeah.
Oh, it's true. Let's see. Hang on, let me quickly look at my list of shit I have.
I mean, she's small enough to hold in one hand, so
Yeah.
like I would say functionally your hands are free, so it doesn't matter.
Cool. Yeah, I'll hold her one hand close to my chest.
Cool. So that's your turn.
Yes.
So Crap, did you say you were moving towards the teens?
I wouldn't have made it to the teens on the other turn.
True.
So I wouldn't have gone the rest of the way
Mm-hmm.
on my turn. I would have stayed about halfway between if I could, depending on how far away from the bank are the teens.
Like 10 or 20 feet.
Okay.
A fair ways back. A fair ways back.
Okay, well I'd be about equidistant between the teens and the bank.
Okay, cool. In that case, yeah, the total is gonna move forward and try and bite you again. That's gonna be, oh boy. That's a 25 to hit.
Oh yeah, that hits.
Same amount of damage. That's
20.
20 damage.
Oh, okay, not looking good. Not looking good
Oof.
at all.
Oh no.
Cool. So yeah, it's probably all the way out of the water now. And crap, that's your turn.
Okay, things aren't looking good, but I'm just gonna keep swinging.
Just keep swinging. Just keep swinging.
Okay, so I'm going to do a reckless attack, so I've got advantage on the first hit.
Mm-hmm.
Natural 20. And a natural
Oh
1.
my-
I rolled a 1 and a 20. Okay.
Oh
so,
my god. How
Uh,
do you
Oh.
exist?
so
Truly.
that hits, right? Definitely.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay.
The nat 20 hits. The
Okay.
1 does not, but the 20 hits.
Okay, cool. So that's...
Double dice damage.
Oh, which one rolled highest? This one did. Okay, please roll high. God, you're kidding. It's a 2. Okay, so I can maths. What am I doing? Okay, it's wait. So I've got a plus.
Wait,
'cause
quick
I'm
question.
raging.
Quick question.
Yeah.
Got a quick question. What resistances do you have while you're raging?
Oh, that's a good point. Resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing.
You would have only taken 10 on that second
Oh
attack
yes, give me that health back, please.
then, because it's a slashing attack.
Okay, fantastic. Alright, so I've got the 4 plus 2 for raging, so 6 plus 1 for the weapon, so 7 damage on the first attack.
7 damage on the first attack.
Yep. Alright, now second attack, that's a dirty 20.
Second attack is a dirty 20?
Yep.
Cool. That hits.
Cool. Please roll higher than a 2. That's still a 2. So, 7 damage again. No, sorry. 6. 5. 5. 5. Final answer, 5.
5?
5 damage, because it was 7, but then I lose the 2 from doubling the dice.
Cool.
So 5, and then final attack does not hit.
Cool. Yeah, it's not like near down, but it's not looking happy. Is that your turn? Is that all you're gonna do?
Actually, could I... So the turtle's fully out of the water now, right?
Yeah.
And how long is it?
It's large, so it takes up a 10 feet by 10 feet square, so it's
Okay, would I be
big
able to
boy.
just run around it so it's facing towards the other side of the lake, of the river, rather than towards the teens?
facing into the water.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you haven't moved this turn yet, have you?
No, so that's going to be my movement, is to move to the opposite side. Just to
Yeah,
take
you can do
room
that.
away, because I know that Vice is on the other side, so we've got 2 of us protecting Laura.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
You can absolutely do that.
Fantastic.
So you're sort of standing in the water at this point.
Yeah, just at the edge of the water. Not so that it's deep, but just enough to kind of turn him around.
Yeah. Okay, that's Vice's turn then.
I'm going to move. Oh god, do I want to? On one hand, I don't want to be very close to the turtle, but on the other hand, I want to get across to the other teams. I'm gonna move 10 feet so that I'm 20 feet away from the bank. And then say like that would be out of range from the turtle, definitely, right?
Yeah.
Well, from there I'm going to Eldritch Blast it.
Hell yeah. Roll to attack.
Right, that is... God, I need better lights in my room. 18 plus spells. I have them. Oh, plus 7, so... I take it that hits.
Yeah, that hits.
Excellent! So that's... Oh god, now I gotta do the multi-class math.
Oh no.
Because it... Like, I'm a first level warlock, and this is a warlock cantrip, but I'm a 5th level character, so would it... The spell creates more than one beam when you reach higher levels, 2 beams at 5th, so...
You'd
Is
just be
that
first
no?
level.
That would be a first. That would be like spell slot level. At 5th, like as 5th character level, you would get. Give me a second.
Yeah, no, it would just be first level because you're just a first level warlock.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool, I just wanted to double check because I've never multi-class before and it was kind of dumb to decide this, but I wanted it for character reasons. So that is 6
I
damage.
mean, entirely fair and valid.
6 damage.
6
plus
damage.
my bonus radiant damage, which is 5. So that's 11 damage.
So 11. Nice. It is looking rough. Cool. How are you looking? How's everybody looking?
With resist.
Yeah, I'm alright.
Yeah, with the resistances, I can take 1 or 2 more hits.
Okay, cool. Yeah,
Assuming
it's
you
gonna go to bite you again, Quap.
All right, gimme.
And that is an 18 to hit.
That hits. Stop rolling well.
Whoops.
You're not supposed to be able to roll well.
Yeah, where's this energy when you're a player?
You
Come
literally-
on.
I don't know.
Peyton needs this skill.
That's 10, 12. That's 8, 16 damage. So
Halved to 8.
halved to 8. Yep.
All right.
Alright.
Anything else, or is that your turn? Oh, actually, hold on.
Nope, that's
oh,
it.
it doesn't matter.
That's it for it. Literally cannot do all that much.
Do you want to roll that attack die again, just to see if you get a natural 20? Just because technically you have advantage on the attack roll.
Oh, do I?
Yeah, because I frenzied, which means you have advantage. Not frenzy. Sorry.
I rolled.
Reckless.
Yeah, no, I just rolled a 14 plus 6. So
Okay, cool. Yeah, it was just in
I
case.
rolled a 12 and then a 14, so it would have hit either way, but it wasn't a nat 20.
Fair enough. All right, let's take this turtle out. Please hit every turn. Okay, reckless. Neither of them hit.
Rip.
Ooh, that definitely hits. 22.
Yeah, that hits.
Please higher than a 2. Wait, that's cocked. Oh, 9. Okay, 9 plus 11, 12 damage.
12. 9 plus 11.
No, sorry, 9 plus 2 is 11 plus 1, 12.
Okay.
I stopped using my mouth. And last attack misses.
Yeah. Is looking fucked up, y'all.
Alright. Take it out, Vice.
My radiant soul thing is running out and I don't want to plunge into the water. So I'm going to fly back to the bank
Which bank?
The one with everyone on it, so I'm not stuck on
Cool.
the other side.
Hell yeah.
And since I can't use two-handed things, I'm just going to Eldritch Blast this thing again.
Hell yeah.
And that's 18 plus 7. Where's my d10
To
gone?
hit?
Yes.
18 plus 7 to hit? Yeah, that hits.
No, for damage.
Oh, for
Do I kill
damage?
it? No, I'm joking.
I was gonna be
I
like,
wish.
what the fuck?
Yeah, I got like some next level Eldritch Blast. My fiend hooked me up.
Yeah, I'll say. Jesus.
Yeah, I was just like, hey yo, you got that Eldritch Blast
Got-
for me?
You got that good Eldritch Blast?
Yeah, come on. And ooh, that's a 10 plus my radiant damage, which is 15. So I deal 15
is-
damage.
How do you want to do this?
Hey!
Yeah! Okay, I want to fly over this motherfucker, looking
Mm-hmm.
spectral as hell. I've got glowy incorporeal wings going, my eyes are glimmering, I'm holding Laura just in one hand, making sure that she feels safe, and I'm gonna fly over this giant ass turtle, extend a hand, and just go. I don't even say anything, I just blast it. I fucking send a crackling
Hell yeah.
energy beam, and I just fry this fucking turtle. And then I land
Hell yeah.
right next to Quap.
It collapses into the water. The teens across the across from you fucking collapse in relief over the fact that they did not have to deal with it. And you guys now have Laura
Yay!
and a dead fucking giant turtle.
Hell yeah. I think as soon as the turtle kind of goes down and Vice lands next to Co-op, they're just gonna kind of puff for a second holding their axe and then kind of calm down, look around at what's happening, and then quickly scurry to grab their cloak, put it back over, and just kind of go back to their scared little self.
No, Pop, you're doing so good. Come on, just a little bit longer without the cloak.
We're doing so well, huh?
Come on, just a little bit longer without the cloak. They've already seen you. It's all right.
Co-op kind of hesitantly pulls the hood back a little bit, so it's kind of resting on the top of his head, but you can still see his whole face and stuff.
Excellent.
Hell
Right. Now, can I just ask why none of you just waited somewhere for us? Since you knew
Important
that we were
question.
looking for Laura? Because this could have been avoided, at least for a little bit longer.
You see Forehand kind of steps up and kind of sheepishly just says, I told B where we were going. We wanted to hang out, and Laura wanted to come with us, so I figured B would tell you.
No, we were told basically a breadcrumb trail from different people's houses, so not necessarily the best directions I've ever had, although then again, I've had much worse. So,
My mistake then.
yes. Is there someone in particular we should tell about this giant dead turtle? Because you don't want that rotting in the water. That'll mess up your water. It'll make it all disgusting and infectious and whatnot.
Yeah, probably want to tell. Probably want to tell one of the on-shift guards about it. We can run and tell Blair if you want to take Laura back to Lady and Demeter and that lot.
Yes, that would probably be for the best. Maybe I know that personally, where I grew up,
you didn't really want to admit to almost being killed by a giant turtle, so maybe just say you found it if they believe that, or if they're chill, tell them what happened. But yes, definitely let them know so they can get the turtle out of the water, and we will be returning Laura.
Will do. Good luck getting back to the inn. We'll see you around.
Yeah.
And Bohan kind of like sheepishly quickly leads everyone off to like the other side of town to get to the guard's post to tell Blair.
Amazing.
These teens were typical teenagers and only caring about themselves.
Sounds about right.
So yeah, you guys kind of heading back. You can see Laura has like calmed down significantly, and it's just now looks like a perfectly normal like jewelry box in your hand.
Oh.
Just yeah. Vice just kind of carries on and just like, are you right with just continuing to be carried?
She doesn't like say anything, but you can kind of feel her like wiggle settle into your hand and like start purring almost.
Oh, well, now that's just adorable. Quap, do you need a ride?
Hold on. How many people are around presently?
We're walking away from the
Zero.
Okay,
teams.
cool. Yeah. Then Corpse is gonna be like, no, not unless we're in a hurry. I can walk.
No worries. Alright.
Earlier, like right at the start of this session, I had the kind of thought of just like, when we're walking along or walking through somewhere crowded, we've got like a rope that gets wrapped around Co-op and then attached to you so that I don't get like knocked away or lost.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
It's like a leash or something, but it's just wrapped around my waist so
It's like
I
one
don't
of those
get lost.
kid leashes.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah.
backpack.
Yeah, and so I kind of envisioned that at the start, so I want to make that canon and just say that Kwap's got that wrapped around him so that, yeah, he can just walk along and doesn't have to worry about getting lost.
Okay.
Love that.
Amazing.
Yeah. So you guys keep walking and you run into a Tarrasque.
Oh boy.
And then the wall then.
Fade to black.
Yeah. No, you don't. You guys kind of like, slowly meander through the town. Now that you've got a hold of Laura, you're kind of like, I assume you guys are just chilling.
Oh yeah, we're just making our way downtown, walking slowly. We're not in a rush now.
Fantastic.
Yeah, you guys, it's kind of it's late afternoon by the time you guys make it back to the inn. And it's not as busy as it was when you first got here, which was, around about lunchtime. And you can see Fix kind of, rushing around, not as frantically as before. Demeter's kind of like near by the kitchen, talking to someone at a table. And she looks up when you get there. She sees that you've got this, jewelry box that you didn't have before. And it comes up to you, goes, "So you found Laura then?"
I mean, I hope so. She did say her name was Laura, and agreed to come home, and seemed to recognize everything else, so I assumed it was Laura. What do you think,
Yeah,
Laura?
no.
And then Vice just holds Laura up.
The lid of the jewelry box lifts up and says, "Demeter home?" And Demeter kind of like laughs, says, "Yes, you're home now." And then takes Laura from you. Goes and puts her down next to the empty clay pot that's still there, and you turn away. Can you guys roll a perception check for me, please?
Yes.
I wouldn't have disadvantage because we're inside now, right?
No, you're inside.
Okay.
I got a 16.
I got a natural 1. Ending
Hey,
strong.
Quap, you don't see this, but out of the corner of your eye, Vice, you kind of see the jewelry box sort of shift and change, and then there's like a miniature version of the pot sitting next to the empty one.
Oh.
And you know, they're kind of like, you can kind of see them shuffle closer together. Demeter sits you down at just a random table, kind of goes, thanks so much for helping find her. You guys were gone for a while. Where was she?
Well, just where she was at the river with her friends. Chronologically, where she was at the bakery, and then at the guardhouse, and then went through the markets to someone's house, then with Forehand and his friends, and eventually, after dropping by most people's places to pick them up, at the river.
Right. Apparently a day of adventures, huh?
You could definitely say that again.
Thanks so much for putting up with that. It must have been a right trip.
Most of it was quite lovely, getting to explore the town and such.
Wonderful, wonderful. It is a lovely town. Yes. Just a quick question for Quap. Is Quap's hood still down, or like still? Is Quap hiding face?
I think initially no, because he put it up and then just kind of forgot about it for a bit. But then as soon as like anyone even looked in his direction, he would have realized and quickly pulled it back down.
Okay. Demeter turns to Quap and sort of says, quick question, how old is Quap?
So kobold actually live quite a while. I think they live like a few hundred years or something.
Shit.
Something like that. I don't remember. But I put him as I put him as 26, which is kind of like a childish age, older child. From my opinion, anyway.
Maturity vibes is kind of like, yeah.
Until he rages. Okay, they can live up to 120 years.
Okay.
They technically reach adulthood at 6, but anyway, missed that part.
That's some bullshit. Demeter kind of like turns to Quap and goes, you don't have to hide here, hun. We're all very accepting of all kinds of people. Heck, we've got 2 mimics living with us and they're pretty notorious, so no one will give you any kind of shit.
Insight check.
Fucking go for it.
9.
9?
Yep.
Look, that was a really low DC, cause she's telling the whole fucking truth. This whole town, right? Nobody cares, in the sense of like, you can be whatever, and so long as you're a decent person, they couldn't care less. So like, she's telling genuine truth.
Okay, can I do a quick investigation check of like the other people around? Because like I feel like he would believe her, but still want to check kind of the vibe he gets from everyone else, though.
Sure, go ahead.
Alright. 14.
Yeah, I mean, similar vibes for everyone. Like, no one's really paying attention to you. You, like, a couple of people are glancing in your direction, but nobody has any kind of hostile, like, nobody looks hostile. There's no, like, negativity there. It's just kind of, like, neutral. Yeah, that's another person. Like, there are people here, you know?
Okay. I think in that case...
Yeah, I was just saying, and you just, come back in, like, with lady's missing child, so...
Yeah. Okay, I think in that case he would still keep the hood and the cloak on, but just like pull it back so you can see his face properly instead.
Hell yeah. Demeter kind of smiles at you and goes, "Look, do you guys want any more drinks? On the house for finding Laura for us. It would have been an ordeal."
Kawat nods furiously, just like, give me that apple juice. Or the orange juice, sorry.
Yeah, Demeter sees the nod and goes, "Orange juice again, hun?"
Yes, please.
And I will take something stronger.
Absolutely.
Orange juice with pulp.
So Demeter sits you down at the table, gets Quap and orange juice, gets Vice something stronger, and yeah, that's you guys are done. You sit down, you have drinks for the afternoon, and then yeah.
Yeah,
We did it! We did it!
You did it! You didn't die!
And fade
Good
to
job.
black. Yeah, that was fantastic. Thank you, Marv.
Yes, thank you. It's fun.
Ah.